Hi, welcome to my channel Mariel Beads and Beyond. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this ring. You can make these rings in different colors and you can put them all together and they look really pretty. They're really easy to make. They're made with peyote stitch and also with daisy stitch. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I really like these rings. The list of materials are gonna be Delicas 11O, seed beads 11O. These ones are Miyuki, and you can find all these colors on my website marielbeadsandbeyond.com. The only recommendation I have for this ring is that for the center, the seed bead that goes in the center of the flower, I will like you to use a color that is like more pale, like this one. I made this one first. I didn't like it a lot because I think that the blue pops out a lot and it takes a little bit, you can't hardly see the flowers, but that's just my opinion. In these ones I use a lighter color and I think the flowers, you can see more of the flowers. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Let's get started. To start out, you're gonna thread your needle with 36 inches of fireline. You are going to pick up 3 Delicas and you're gonna bring them down. You're gonna leave like 2-3 inches tail just to make knots at the end. You're gonna pick up 1 Delica and you are going to sew through the last 2. So you're gonna skip 1 and sew through 2. This is what you gotta have. Pick up 1 Delica, skip 1. We are going to sew through this one and through the first one. And pull. And this is what you gotta have. If you have trouble with this stitch, there is 2 videos. I'm gonna have the links in the description box so you can refer to them. You're coming out of this one, we're gonna sew up through this one, pick up 1 and sew through the one across, and from now on they're the same steps. You're gonna pick up 1 and you're gonna sew through these 2. You're gonna pick up 1 Delica and you're going to sew through these 2. As you can see, it's the same step. And you're gonna sew up through 1 and you're going to pick up 1, and as you can see they're the same steps. So you gotta continue repeating this step until you get the length you need for your ring band. For reference, for this ring I made the length of the band, it was 4 centimeters, and I got a ring size 6. Okay, so this is 4 centimeters. For this one, my ring band, it was 4 centimeters and a half, and as you can see I got a size 8.5. So you just gotta keep in mind that you are going to make the flowers. So like when you make your ring band, just calculate to leave it like right here and on the other side right here, so then you can add your flowers. So just keep that in mind, and I'll be right back to show you how to start making your flowers. I have the length I need for my ring band. As you can see on this side, this is where we start. You got 2 Delicas sticking out. Right here you have 1 sticking out in the center. That's what you want. Okay, so what you're gonna do, your thread should be exit out of 1 Delica. We are going to pick up 1 Delica and we are going to sew through these 2. And we're gonna pull. We are going to pick up 6 seed beads of the color you want your flower to be. You're gonna bring them down and you're gonna sew through the 6 beads one more time. And we're not using Delicas no more, we're using seed beads 11O, and these are Miyuki. And we're gonna sew through 2 more. And this is what you should have. You're gonna sew through 2 more. Sew through 2 more. And we're gonna sew our threads coming out of this one. We're gonna sew through the Delica like this, and we're gonna pull. This is what you should have. We are going to sew down through 1 Delica, we are going to sew through 1 more, and we're gonna sew up through 1 more. We are going to sew through this Delica sticking out, and right now we are going to sew through this seed bead like this, and we are going to pull, sew through 1 more, fix your seed beads, pick up the seed bead that you want in the center, and our threads coming out of this one. There's 2 right here, 2 right here, and we're gonna sew through the one in the opposite side. And our thread is coming out of this way. We are going to sew through the seed bead on the same direction. And we are going to pull, and we are ready to add our next flower. Pick up 4 seed beads. Our thread is coming out of this seed bead. We are going to sew through these 2 like this, and we are going to reinforce by sewing through the seed beads. So we're gonna pass through these 2, pull tight, sew through the next 2, and sew through 1 more. And we are going to pick up the center flower, and we are going to sew through the one across, which is this one. If you see, we got 2 right here and 2 right here, so we're gonna sew through that one, and you can fix your flower now. And we are going to sew down through 1 more. Pick up 4 seed beads. My thread is coming out of this seed bead. We are going to sew through these 2, and we are going to sew through the next 2, through the next 2, and this time we're gonna sew through these 2. And we are going to pick up 1 seed bead, and we are going to sew through the one across, Pick up 4 seed beads and we are going to sew through these two. Sew through two more. Sew through two more. And this time we're just gonna sew through one. Pick up one of the center beads. We're gonna sew through the one on the opposite direction, and I'm gonna sew through two. Pull tight. Pick up 4, and we are going to sew through these two. Sew through two more. Sew through two more. And this time we're gonna sew through both. Pick up a center bead, and we are going to sew through the one on the opposite side. And pull tight. Pick up 4. My thread is coming out of this one. We're gonna sew through the two seed beads. We are going to sew through two more. Sew through two more. And this time we're sewing through one. Fix your seed beads. Pick up one center bead and sew through the one on the opposite direction. We are done with the flower part, so we gotta put a ring together now. So we are going to pick up one Delica and we are going to sew through this Delica. We are going to sew up through this Delica. And through these two. We are going to sew down through this one. And right here, you're going to sew through the Delica in this direction and through this Delica. And we're gonna pull. We are going to sew up through this Delica. Sew up through these two. Pick up one Delica. Sew through the two Delicas like this and pull. We are going to sew through this seed bead. We are going to sew through one more seed bead and we are going to sew through the Delica. And we are going to pull tight. Sew down through the next Delica and sew through the Delica in the center and pull. So down through the Delica, so down through one Delica, so through the Delica in the center right here, and so up through the Delica right here, so down through one Delica, and up through the center Delica right here. Right here you can sew through the seed bead, and you can sew down through the Delicas again. And we are done with our ring. All you need to do is reinforce, make some knots with your thread. You should be done with your ring. I think it looks really pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was easy to follow along. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like my videos, share them with your friends, and don't forget to check marielbeadsandbeyond.com to see if you like to buy any of the supplies I'm selling on my website. Thank you. Until next time.